All right. Some of y'all may know I started a unsuccessful show called Random Arguments not too long ago. Well, I have found a pretty weird one. Let's jump right into it because I think this needs to be said to women. All right, I had to make sure my messenger notifications are off so we don't share anyone's private info. All right, so this is a video about Sunsaray. All right. So this comment says, I don't feel sorry for her at all. I only feel sorry for the baby. Team no kids, team no pregnancies. All right, check this out. It's evil to promote not having children. Get married and have children. Ivy says, your opinion, that mucus was, Mucinex monster was coming. Your opinion is unconsequential, meaning because I'm still not going to have them. Right? Anthony said, yes, you will. She said, I made it impossible for me to have kids. That's unnatural. Get untied. You will regret not having children when you are middle-aged. So this is what made me actually do this segment of Random Arguments, because look what he told her. That's unnatural. Get untied. You will regret not having children when you are middle-aged. Ivy said, LOL, there's absolutely nothing to regret. You don't speak for me. Move on. Now, mind you, this is a complete stranger telling this woman to go get her tubes untied and assuming she had her tubes tied. And she said, you're a very strange individual. Anthony said, crystalline kerosene can help you make yourself more wifeable. I love her channel, but I don't need help becoming more wifeable. I also don't need help pulling white men because I already date them and other races of men. He said, I was kidding. She said, good. He said, but you still have to get married and make babies. What is this man's obsession with her uterus and her reproductive system? What part of I made it impossible for myself to have babies and will not be reversing it do you not understand? And I just want to say I am so sorry for moving around in my previous video about Sunsaray. I'm going to try not to move so it messes with the mic sound when I record from now on. Okay. Get untied, then get a husband. This dude, Anthony B, is giving her like major type advice for somebody that, you know, you've heard of the saying, I didn't ask you for your 2 cents. This man is putting in $1,000. He putting in $1,200 stimulus checks into this. Intentionally chose a sterilization method that cannot be undone. Anthony, what method? You're going to regret that. You cheated yourself of a big part of womanhood and fulfillment. And this is what made me make this video. This comment right here from Anthony B to Ivy League Cutie 89. There's so many women feel like if they can't have children, that makes them somehow less of a woman. Or they'll say, oh, if a woman doesn't want children or can't have children, oh, that's not natural. What do you mean it's not natural? Men or women are supposed to have babies. So what if they're having issues conceiving? Does it make them unnatural? Huh? Because you know how they say, as far as gay people are concerned, it's unnatural because you can't produce. Well, what about the straight couples that can't reproduce? Is it unnatural then? We don't need men and babies to validate our womanhood. Like, I hate women that say, oh, you know, when they have a baby, I was made for this. I understand. This is why my purpose. Seriously. I found my why. It's annoying. We don't need men for validation. We don't need babies for validation. You can be 40 and 50, never had a kid, or even never been married. There is nothing wrong with you. If you choose that, I respect that more than somebody that goes off and gets married and has a baby, or stays in a toxic relationship because that's what society says they should be doing. And meanwhile, the child is suffering because the baby is unwanted. Anthony, there is absolutely nothing to regret. Move on. He act like he invested in her life. Anthony says, so did you tell your white boy to put a ring on it or what? All in her business, bro. He's so far up in her Kool-Aid, he gonna run out of powder and water and gonna need some Flavor Aid. No, he isn't marriage material. And why she feel obligated to answer this man's? He ain't marriage material. He engaged in stalkerish behavior when I dumped him, including coming to where I was and trying to interrupt my conversation with another man. Dang. It's not uncommon for a guy to still be possessive after he gets dumped. I was kidding, by the way. So I guess he's telling her, I was just kidding. You don't have to divulge that type of information. And then she's talking to another guy by the name of Daniel Okafor. I think I've seen him comment before. Handsome guy, if that's his profile picture. Because he's a effing hypocrite. He likes to bash black baby mamas like he is a stereotypical black baby daddy. I guess she's talking about Tommy. He's pathetic. I don't have any kids, and I find it extremely annoying. She goes back to Anthony. I fully take advantage of the Second Amendment. That's all I must say. Anthony to Daniel, people who pay income tax don't pay out of charity, and they don't own or distribute government revenue. Once the government confiscates people's money, it is not theirs. So they don't support other people who use government aid, and they themselves take government aid. Whether or not someone is a responsible parent, it is never evil to have children. That sounds like a threat. Do you hunt for white boys with your gun? You're an idiot. I mentioned that to let you know that I'm not tolerating any stalkerish behavior. If I tell you the relationship is over, then it's effing over. And if a dude starts stalking me, he is going to have a problem on his hands. I don't tolerate any possessive behavior, period. Anthony says, I was just kidding. Dude, you kidding so much. No wonder you like kids. Can't you tell I knew what you meant? You weren't kidding. I was kidding. That should have been obvious. Nope and nope. Some girls just can't take a joke. And some girls just can't cake/take the dick. I added that part. It wasn't a joke. You tried to get me to accept that men act possessively after being dumped, but then you ran scared and tried to act like you were joking after I made it clear that I don't play that No offense, sweetie, but you don't read well. I was teasing you about you using a gun to hunt for your boyfriends. I wasn't joking about how some men act possessive after they get dumped. Those were two separate statements. Some women act possessive after they get dumped. That is common behavior, regardless of whether you tolerate it. You're acting like I'm your ex-boyfriend. Whew. Is her clap back? I read very well. So well, in fact, that I'm literally an English composition tutor. And it's funny that you are saying that I don't read well, but you just admitted finally that you weren't joking. At first you said you were joking, but now you are saying that you weren't. Case closed. Men don't have the right to be possessive with me. Any man who acts possessive with me will regret it. I don't give a move on. You are annoying. Don't play effing stupid with me. That's exactly what the you wrote. Also, your jokes and irony are garbage. Don't quit your day job. Anthony claps back. So mean. Is this how you treat your boyfriends? Bro, he's staying her business. She clapped back. Yes, I'm very mean to manipulative liars such as yourself. Don't try to effing tell me that you didn't write something that you absolutely wrote. Period. Anthony said, I am not telling you that. I explained that I wasn't joking about how some men act possessive and that I was joking about you. You sound very angry at men and like you need a hug. So that's the thing. She said, you're so effing annoying. I hate when people tell me that I have to have kids. I don't have to do anything. Bruh, she back on that. Yeah, I'm annoying on the internet. I'm still a good guy though, and you should get married and have children. Otherwise, you won't fulfill your womanly potential and you'll be bitter about it. Bro, y'all comment in the comment section on what y'all think about that. He's basically trying to say if she don't have a kid, she's not really a woman. She hasn't fulfilled her duty as a woman. What about the women? Some women are born without a uterus. Right? I was going to say some women are born without a vagina, so are they really a woman? Yeah. She says, Anthony, there is no effing womanly potential based on having children. Having children is a complete waste of resources. You don't have the right to tell me what to do with my body. Shut the fuck up already and worry about you having kids. Bro, this a whole argument, bro. I stumbled upon this gold. The potential to be a mother is an essential anthropological part of being a woman. It's in your body. It's the purpose for your female body part. You know that having children isn't a waste of resources. That's an evil, selfish way of thinking. Is that how you think about the children you teach, or about yourself when you were a child, or about all of humanity? Baby, I don't think I've ever been invested in an argument with somebody that I've never met before or never talked to prior to this. If I've talked to you before and we arguing about something, we going back and forth, yeah, I'll care enough to write long paragraphs. But they really going at it. She said, it's a complete waste of resources. I didn't like kids when I was a child. I tutor college students. I do not work with kids. I'm never having kids. You need to get over it. Worry about the kids you will have. So she says to the other dude, Danelle, exactly. I don't understand the irresponsible people who keep conceiving and having children that they know they can't afford. It makes no sense. Here's Mr. Anthony. And I don't think he's trolling. Like, some people really feel the way he's feeling. It's evil because it's against natural law to suppress fertility, which is a gift from God, and fornication is a sin. Birthing children is never evil. It's good to bear children. They are created by God. Any woman can take care of her children if she is physically able. It doesn't require a middle class income. Poor parents have always been able to care for their children. Our ancestors did it. Judge jumped in and said to Anthony, reading and comprehension is two different things. That person can read but can't comprehend. She's angry like animals that have been snipped. And she claps back at this person that got in the middle of their argument. That's basically the equivalent of two people about to fight, and that person, no, don't even fight, trying to keep them from fighting. You should not be discussing reading or comprehension since you don't understand basic English. Your sentence should read, reading and comprehension are two different things, not is two different things, are two different things. LOL. The irony. Ooh, she went Schoolhouse Rocks on her. Oh no, don't say that. God is real. Judge. Only the lonely. You corrected me. You want a cookie? It should be a question mark. She might red pen this whole thing. You wrote 100 posts and still look stupid. Chill out. It's just YouTube. Learn some comprehension skills. Get a man. See, and this is another thing I hate. When women tell other women, get a man. You just need a man. Or a man say, oh, you just need a man. It's been ingrained subconsciously and consciously that us women, in order to be something, we need a man, or in order to feel better, we need a man. It's crazy. These people are literally telling this woman, bashing her for not having kids or not wanting kids. For all they know, she could be depressed about it, be trying to jump off a bridge or something. Like, that's why they, on certain videos, you'll see what's called a trigger warning. Whatever it may be, may trigger certain people to do certain things. If it's a touchy subject. Chill out. It's just YouTube. Learn some comprehension skills. Get a man, get married, and have some kids. You have too much time on your hands. Please, no need to respond. I'm not so interested. But of course, like most black women, you will continue right, even though I'm letting you know that I'm not interested in communicating with. Thank you so much. The funniest thing I can see where you edited your post, not you, but now that's the real irony. Seriously, go work on comprehending more than correcting. My statement was about how you can comprehend. Your grammar is so poor that I didn't even bother to read your last response in full. Take care. Go back to school. Take care. Just like I said, typical black chicks. I said no need to respond, but of course, you couldn't help yourself. You want someone to believe that you were being stalked. Girl, go find a man to keep your boy busy. Now, go away, flee. My initial comment was to someone else, and your old, only the lonely topped right in. It's easy to tell when grown-ups didn't get the attention they needed from their parents. They turn out like you, looking for attention from anyone, social media even. God exists. This is Anthony. He is a creator. He is a creator of all things. Things are finite, so they have beginnings, and so they are created by power. Only an eternal, living, rational, uncreated creature has the power to make things exist out of nothing. And she simply replied with no. Well, there you have it, folks. This lady, whoever she is, and I doubt that's her real picture, decided, so what if I'm a woman? She said she doesn't want babies. She doesn't want to conceive. And they literally bashed this woman. We need to really make changes on how we view women as women, regardless of what they accomplish with their reproductive system. And we need to change the way we as other women treat women that don't have children. Have some empathy and compassion for those that want children but don't have them. And also have some respect for people that have a different viewpoint than you, for those women who simply can have children but choose not to. Don't tell her she's not fulfilling her duty as a woman. Like, oh, the reason why she's here is to carry on the human race. Some people don't want kids, and that's okay. It's your girl, Tiffany M. Draper. I'm out.